There's something about it that reminds me.
What?
Well, there is a picture.
Jarhead, also known Arlington, Texas. Southwestern Bell, retired. Number 5, Pat Tuckey, call sign Glider, Arlington, Texas. He's Captain American Eagle. Number 6, Steve Grace, amazing. Love that call sign. Amazing. Fort Worth, Texas, Captain American Airlines.
They're set up on downwind right now for recovery, and as soon as they recover, then we'll be recovering the 16 aircraft from the balance of the Falcon flight.
I love these call signs, Nika. That's perfect. Your last name is Grace. You know you're going to get the call sign amazing, right?
There's no doubt about that. What about if your last name was Normandy? What do you think you would get for a call sign?
Thanks. I don't know.
D-Day.
That's probably true. You're probably right.
We've got a D-Day here.
Yes?
We've got a no gas, but we can't tell you about that. The nose wheel aircraft, or tricycle geared aircraft, and the tail draggers, which have the tail wheel on back. Also, still known as the conventional gear. Now, why they still call it conventional, I don't know, because the tricycle gear far outnumber.
Is it easier to learn to fly an aircraft with tail dragger or with the nose gear first? Which is better?
It is easier to fly the nose gear aircraft because they tend to want to go in a straight line down the runway. A tail dragger aircraft, once you get the tail wheel outside of the track of the main gear, you're going around in a circle whether you like it or not.
Makes sense.
As they say about tail draggers, there are those that have been ground looped and those that are going to be. Fortunately, I've been lucky. FA will be completing the slow speed pass by selecting nose afterburner and pitching the aircraft through every Navy pilot to slow their aircraft and prepare it for landing. The Hornet will be approaching and execute a decelerating 360-degree turn. Once the gear and flaps are lowered, listen for the precise power changes the pilot makes as the aircraft is expertly guided to the landing spot. Also notice that the aircraft doesn't flare prior to touchdown, but float right onto the runway without slowing its rate of descent. Only naval aircraft can take the brutal punishment of this type of landing. Over to the flight deck at about 450 miles per hour. Now, Lieutenant Waterman is decelerating his aircraft as he sets it up for the final landing configuration. You'll see the landing gear deployed, the tail hook deployed. Looking at those wires now and watching the LSO as he comes in. We now see naval aviators flying from the decks of straight-deck aircraft carriers, two of the most decisive sea battles of the war in the Pacific War I. Unique in the history of naval warfare, even battle involved the participation of surface combatants. At the end of the war, the aircraft carrier had replaced the venerable battleship as the dominant weapon system of naval warfare. Although it's been over 60 years since the conclusion of the Second World War, a number of the aircraft which flew from carrier decks during that conflict are still airworthy today. A testimony to both the durability and survivability. During the 2010 Tailhook Legacy Flight Air season, Commander of the Naval Air Forces is proud to announce the participation of F-6F Hellcat, F-8F Bearcat, F-4 Unicorn, the F-4F Wildcat, the A-D Sky Raider, the FJ Fury, and the T-2 Buckeye, or Sea Fury, as part of the Legacy Flight. second pass, the aircraft will again be performing a banana pass, except this time both aircraft will have tail whips extended in true naval tradition. And now, as our pipers come to full voice, watch, listen, and remember our legacy of naval aviation. Despite the technological differences, this maneuver will be illustrating the commonality of aircraft carrier aircraft throughout the years. Of particular interest, next year, 2011, will mark the centennial of naval aviation.